Hello, crazy people.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, sir.
It's Nikteller.
Sam Phillips.
Nice. This is band management lesson 5?
5.
5. This is websites. We're just going to talk about the importance of a website and what a website can bring to your band and what you should have on a website, which is pretty, common sense, but I'm still making a video about it, so I'm going to let Sam take it away.
1. Cut a hole in a box.
No.
2. They're pretty self-explanatory. A picture of the band, they gotta know what you look like, or some sort of theme to the website. You gotta have music. You gotta have a place where they can buy stuff. You gotta have a place where they can email you, talk to you. Twitter accounts are amazing, especially if you have it integrated into said site, to where they can tap on you and filtrate your Twitter
Did you
page.
say tap on you?
Tap it. Get on it.
Yeah.
Doggone it. And most importantly, have some sort of a server to where it sends emails to another site. That way, if they send you something, everybody in the band can get it. If they want to talk to you, that's a good thing to have.
Do you think that a band should make its own domain website?
No, it's been done. Nobody does that anymore.
Really?
Nobody does it anymore.
So you're saying a Facebook or MySpace
Facebook
is legit?
Is legit. It's cheap, and you don't have to pay for a hosting site, to host this place, and you don't have to have maintenance to keep up the site. You just go on Facebook.
You know what I've liked? Circus Survive has a Facebook page, but they do it enough to where they can actually just keep track of everybody and just kind of keep tabs every once in a while they get on there, but they actually heavily use their official domain site. Like exclusive videos or live videos, they only have on their website, unless somebody uploads it to
What's a big band, though? We're talking starting out bands. If you get a big band, yeah, grab a big site. But if you're starting out band, Facebook, all the way.
I think people are impressed with Flash
Real websites? Well,
yeah.
they are. But that's a lot of money to get stuff like that up and running.
$200-300.
Then you gotta maintain it. I belched on camera, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you can you can make the bulk of the website and only have to maintain anything that's like HTML. The designer gives you the passwords and the codes, you just go in and you just upload a certain box.
It's a little different than that.
Is it?
It's a lot different than that. Especially with HTML website coding.
No, it's Flash. Well, yeah, I guess it would be.
Are we in harmony?
Wow, I have too much beer in mine.
Maybe you should drink it. Stop being a girl. Ready? I'm too low now. That was who? I guess you were a flute player in the marching band, were you?
No, but I played the flute players.
I played the flute players like a fiddle.
Did I ever tell you the story about the website designer that we met at East Bank?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we had a manager who was the GM of either Sagebrush or Outback. It was something in Oak Ridge, and basically,
Sagebrush.
yeah, basically he would just. We were all under 21, but he'd just get us in the restaurant and then get us drunk, and we'd all just sit around and talk about how big we were going to get. We never talked about anything of real importance. We were just like, oh yeah, here you go, drink this, we're going to be so awesome. Yeah, needless to say, we dropped them very quickly. I mean, the drinks were nice, but...
It's a good gesture.
Yeah, but one of the things he led us to was, he took us to this guy who made websites, and when we went over there, it was this creepy guy. He had his own house, but it was his house had the vibe of it should be his mom's basement.
If he comes through and he goes, water.
What's up? What? And so we showed up, and this guy's he wasn't sloppy, but he was just pretty much he had the equivalent of a man moo-moo going.
He had a man moo-moo? It's next level.
And every time we were talking to him, he'd have to stop every 10 or 15 minutes, dude, I He had this like online DJ thing. He had a radio station through a website, and then he was the DJ, and he just had to keep loading songs, which I doubt like maybe 2 people in the world were listening to. But okay, so he starts showing us. We wanted a nautical theme, yeah, to our band. You know, compasses, like maps. You know, just kind of really cool stuff. And he did that, but he did it in such a way to where it was kind of flashy. Like, it had this certain quality about it, and I couldn't put my finger on it at first. I'd sit there and look at it and I'm like, oh man, this is good. And all his fonts were like big and bubbled and had gloss on it and had shadows behind it. Like, you remember when the internet was new back in the 90s and like people were making their own HTMLs, like they would just use the most god-awful like backgrounds and fonts and stuff. This is what it kind of looked like. And I kept thinking to myself that it reminded me of something, but I couldn't tell what. So I finally went back home and I was really quiet, and my lead singer asked me, he's like, what's wrong? I was like, dude, something about his websites remind me of something. And he was like, yeah, well, he makes porn websites too. And I was like, that is it! Ta-da!
Eureka!
Bing! And like, it cracked me up because it was so cheesy. You know, okay, guys, you guys have been to porn websites where, like, I mean, we don't go there for the artistic design.
We do.
We go for the artistic.
Go for the artistic design and the self-expression of one's body and others' bodies.
No, I'm talking about the website itself. Like, do you ever go to a website and like, man, this is really awesome looking?
Porn websites?
Yeah.
No. Once. It was a kind of a shitty site.
Mm. So, websites are really important. You want to have a homepage with updating news, a bio, merchandise, shows, pictures. What are some other things people have done?
Good, just catchphrases, up-to-date news status. I mean, just basic stuff. You don't have to.
Which, if you can put a Twitter box on your website, you said yeah.
Twitter box, absolutely. A music player, duh. Posters from the shows were always cool. I like those.
Wouldn't you sell that in merchandise?
No, you can have like the. They'll probably help with the street team thing too. That way, if you wanted it, if you didn't have a street team.
I'm talking about like past posters, and you can sign it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you put.
Or you act like you're badass or something.
No, not like signing it stuff. But like, you know, if we had a show, and then we had the poster for it that we poster on all over town, we had that poster of the upcoming show on the web page.
Yeah.
And it's like, this show is coming up. You know?
I saw after I left, you guys were keeping your posters in a separate file on Facebook, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, it was neat just because.
Dustin's
one
really
was
good.
artistic.
Yeah, Dustin's really good. Collaging.
It was a collage. It was a cluster F.
Did you say fuck?
Fuck.
I don't censor my shit, dude.
I use harsh letters. He said the F word.
So that's about it.
On the 2U. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see that. That's pretty much it for websites. Below this video, I'm going to actually include some websites that will give you ideas. Also some companies. There's actually a company, I forgot what they're called, but they'll pretty much just make a website for you. They have like 500 templates, and you just send them the pictures and your information, and they pretty much send it. And they actually do a pretty good job of making them kind of unique. I mean,
what company is that?
It's a new company, and not that many people have actually gone to them that I can see. I forgot what they're called, but I was checking them out because it's almost like I wanted to be lazy with me. Dustin does a really good job. Let's just put Dustin. Let's put Dustin's phone number. Yeah,
Dustin's phone number and his
home address.
His phone number. And his website. Well,
yeah,
his website.
And you could just bug the shit out of Dustin.
Tell him, say, these boys.
What's Dustin's last name? Thomas. Dustin Thomas. Bug the shit out of him.
Here's his telephone number.
Yeah.
865-254-6611. Call him.
Yeah, call him right now.
Call him and just say some just random bullshit. Just be like...
No, it has to be a catchphrase. Like, do you have an inside joke with him?
Hold on.
Something that only he knows, like you know.
Call him up and say, hey boy, come get you some. If you say that,
you're in.
You're in.
Okay, so I think we should end this video.
It's almost 10 minutes long of just... Yeah. We had a point, and the point has been made, I believe.
Really? There's no point. Just make a fucking website.
Watch this trick. Ooh, bitches.